for 3 titles, and to make them have to play 3 5-game matches is a little bit prohibitive.
Dave, thanks for having me. Excited to be here, of course. Got a great matchup on championship court.
And Jay Devilliers puts that one in a spot where I thought C.Johns wasn't going to be able to get it. He finally is unable to get that one, as we are officially underway. And Clark, I just told the audience before you came in that you literally just got done playing.
Yes.
It is today, I would say, is the first day this week that the temperatures are probably a little bit uncomfortable for these players. It's been perfect pickleball weather all week, but today a little you the projected high for the day, and it is humid out there. I'm not buying that 53% on the humidity. Not that I have a built-in humidity detector, but I'd say it's probably north of 70% humidity. It is sticky out there. But the players are not complaining. I had a chance to talk to Megan Dazan and Elise Jones following their match against Annalie Waters and Catherine Parento. That was fantastic. You saw it earlier here on Tennis Channel, and they said, hey, you know what, it's Ben and Colin.
7-1-2.
And Ben and Colin, they have not lost a game today in getting to the semifinals. And that is... Did that catch the line? Tyson reacted as if it did.
Point.
And I believe Ben called it out, so the point stands.
Ben said it didn't hit him either. Tyson was asking him.
Point.
Ben is just dialed in right now.
Yeah, so good. I mean, the first attack, of course.
They're confirming that the server was correct and on the right side of the court.
Point.
They've taken it to Jay and Tyson from the start.
They can make something happen
1-10-1.
as they've staved off 1 game point. Devilliers gets a friendly roll off the net there. Colin goes up and couldn't.
Not sure if they had ever beaten the Johns brothers before that, so I think that gives them some confidence coming into this match. Despite being down big in the first game, it's a long match.
Colin goes for the Ernie, and it ends up being successful.
Yeah, too good. Smart play from him. Saw Jay slightly off the court, went to his backhand side, and that's really when you want to go for the Ernie attempt, when the ball's behind your opponent. Jay couldn't really have eyes on Colin at that point, and that's why Colin elected for the move.
And Ben went ahead to go in Newport Beach for a berth on Championship Sunday, and Colin and Ben were able to advance, although eventually losing on Championship Sunday. And that is going to be just
out of his wheelhouse, Dave.
Point.
Yeah, uncharacteristic pop up there from the John. Let's get off to a quick lead here in the second.
And how about that? Colin executes another backhand Ernie. We saw him do that in game 1.
Court so calm with a big point like that. An Ernie attempt just relaxes his body, gets the job done.
Ben able to track that down from the baseline.
Second serve.
And then unable to get
finish the point off.
Nice defense by Colin. McGuffin with an Ernie, and then wisely lets the return sail out of bounds.
Yeah, of course, we haven't heard too many come-ons and barks from the Devilliers McGuffin. Style of play really fires the two of them up and makes them play better when they get fired up.
Oh, Ben just with authority right there.
Second serve.
Yeah, he pulled out the protractor. Quite the angle from Mr.
For the Bros versus Pros charity event. And it was interesting to see the Johns brothers on the court against the Gronkowski brothers.
Pretty cool.
And both Rob and his two brothers, Chris, and I forget the third brother's name, and I'm sorry to not have that handy right now. Gordy is the third brother, by the way.
That's right.
My apologies to Gordy.
Yeah, no, he can hang at the 3-5 level. He's got a ton of reach, of course, and a lot of athleticism.
I'll tell you the other thing that impressed me last night was just watching Rob Gronkowski, how many people wanted to take a picture, and he was so generous with his time, took the time to be with everybody who was interested in talking to him. And, I even said to him afterwards, I was like, man, I can't imagine having to not be able to walk a step without somebody wanting to take a picture with you. But,
Rob is so fun to be around.
Final thought on that event last night, by the way, there was Danny Duncan. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yep.
So he's a YouTuber with millions of followers, and no clue who he is, because that's not my generation. But two things on him: he could play. He's a decent pickleball player.
He played 4-0 doubles today.
Yeah, he had some game. He was fun to watch, and I said to him, "Wow, Tyson puts that one away," and then you get a little remark out of him. I said to Danny Duncan, I was like, Danny, I got to admit, I'm 53. I don't really know who you are, but I bet my 14-year-old son does. And I took a video of him and sent it to my son, and my son was like, bruh.
Yeah, my younger brother said the same thing. I got a video with Danny as well. Great guy, good personality to be around the sport. And I think people like that, people like Rob Gronkowski, just...
So the Johns brothers trying to draw even here. Devilliers tries to tag Colin. I think he got out of the way.
Yes, there.
Firefight going on right now, and then the reset by Tyson. Oh, that was filthy out of Ben Johns.
Yeah, Jay was trying to pick out the corner on the lob, but Ben said you got to be a lot better than that.
4-3-1.
Ben goes over to take that one, and then Devilliers has been...
Will get a drop as opposed to just consistently keeping the opponent back. Wow.
Ben keeping that. Jay and Tyson with that timeout. Ben gets some help off the net, still fighting, and then McGuffin. How about that reaction out of Tyson?
Yeah, that's what you love to see on championship court. Unreal combination to play against is the fact that Ben, well, he has every shot in the book, in his arsenal. Loves to roam free, do his thing, as you see him doing there, sliding across the court to Colin and Ben. But what Colin does so well is he stays focused, stays engaged, and stays ready, so that even if every fourth ball goes to him, he's ready. Turned his hand towards an Eastern grip, so he's able to hold the paddle a lot more like a frying pan versus a hammer. That squares the paddle face up toward the net, toward the opponent, and you'll see him as he gets attacked toward the shoulder, neck, face area. He will bend down a little bit so that...
But in a steep hole right now. I'll say this about Colin, and it's just a very aesthetic viewpoint. Well, I feel like Colin is getting better. Like I feel like and I'm not saying he wasn't great before. Again, he's been fantastic a long time, but I just feel like every time I watch him, I feel like Colin just continues to be better and better.
not good news for the opponents.
No, you're sitting here saying.
But there are so many things that do impress me. One of the other things is, you know, Jay and Tyson came out to an early lead in the second game. They never get phased by that. They never get phased by their opponent maybe grabbing a couple points. The Johns brothers making a few mistakes.
Game where anything is possible. And Tyson lets that one go very wisely.
Yeah, Johns brothers.
Back within 2 at 5-7. And Jay can't catch up to the
out on hand, especially with this matchup.
5-7-2. Key point in this match, because you can't give the serve back to Ben and Colin without closing the gap, and they do. Ben gets some help from the net. Oh,
wow.
Ben Johns says, you want to lob it up for me, Tyson? Okay, I'll just eat that right up.
Yeah, about the hops. Well, not too many hops, actually, on that one. I thought he had jumped a little bit higher, but quite the precision on the overhead put away.
Tyson and Jay have 1 timeout remaining.
Point.
And the unforced error by 6-1.
Point.
And that's going to make it 10-6 match here in this semifinal. Jay lets that one go. Ben with the flick of the wrist. Colin again goes to a backhand Ernie, and man, that's the 3rd time we've seen that this match, and each time it has worked to perfection.
Yeah, what a move.
10-6-1.
And that's a part of his game that has just continued to become more and more effective as we are on match point number 3.
One game match.
And that's all she